What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chimpact, and today I do apologize for not uploading in a week, but I have a reason for that, and the reason is the kids were bothering me. Okay, the kids were bothering me, and now they're still gonna bother me, but I've dealt with that situation, and right now I can record a lot more often because I got a new monitor, and this monitor is HD, so I can finally record in decent quality now because I was using non-HD monitor earlier or before, and my Twitch streams had suboptimal quality, so hopefully it'll change this. It was more difficult to get my Twitch set up as well, even just OBS. So now I'm exclusively using OBS instead of Camtasia, so that's really good. I also bought a laptop, so when I'm on the go I can actually record as well, so that's good. I just need to buy a mic for my laptop because I don't want to use the same mic that I have for my... Well, I can't use the same mic because the mic I have right now is a Blue Yeti, and I think I would need a headset to record, but let's see what we got here. Spikes is actually really good against this team. He has a defogger here, but that's fine. If I lead out with Magnezone, he does have the Garchomp, which enters me. I feel like I can just lead out with Greninja though. I should outspeed everything. Yep. This is gonna be a little bit annoying to deal with, but I do have specially defensive Garbodor to deal with this. It's not gonna be able to beat this, but I'm pretty sure that he's not going to want to, like, I'll be able to tell by how much damage this U-turn does. Yeah, he's very, very defensive, so I can go for the Spike here. Alternately, I can go out to Scizor and go for the U-turn, and he won't be able to do too much to me, but I feel like Spikes is good because when I am U-turning around with Scizor, Greninja, and Magnezone, Spikes is going to help me a lot more than the little bit of damage. And here he's going to go for Psychic. It's going to do a decent amount of damage, but I feel like it's worth it to get the Spikes up for the Psychic here. So that's solid. He does, like I said, have this Kartana, so I'm going to switch out to Scizor here because I am very, very bulky on my Scizor, and I should be able to take the hit. And yeah, I knew that I was going to be able to take the hit just because of how much damage the Necrozma took from my U-turn. So he goes out into Kartana here, and I'm just going to go for the U-turn. It's going to be faster than me. Goes for the Sacred Sword, doesn't do that much damage, and I'm going to be able to do some decent damage to that right there. If I go to Magnezone here, it's not really that good of a look. I could go Greninja, but actually Water Shuriken should be enough to knock it out. And if he switches out, that's fine. I think Water Shuriken should knock it out. It has really, really poor special defense. Look at look at this, 299 speed. This is really, really bad, but I put bulk on this for no reason. I just wanted to test it out. I just want to test out the spread. This is not an optimal spread, but yeah, I'm just gonna test it out. This is Modest Greninja with Battle Bond, Mystic Water. Oh shoot, I need 3 hits. I need 3 hits. Oh, GG. GG. His team is pretty weak to Mamoswine though, outside of the Sharpedo. I do have leftovers, so I'll do that. I'm not sure if my Scizor's actually going to be able to take on the Sharpedo. He goes out to Necrozma here. I will just go for the Stealth Rock. Necrozma also lets me heal with my Scizor. I should be able to outspeed it. 282. What is his base speed of that? I do have a little bit of speed investment on my Scizor. Well, this is what is Necrozma speed? Data Necrozma. It's 79. I'm 75. So he's like 196. No, he's less than 196. So Scizor should outspeed. This is pretty good. Salazzle, I have Goodra. Also, I could just sack Garbodor, but if I sack Garbodor, what does that do? If I sack Garbodor, then I don't have Garbodor to handle his Sharpedo with what's it called? I don't have Sharpedo. Garbodor has Aftermath, so I can do 25% to the Sharpedo with Aftermath and be able to take it on with priority. So here, I think I just want to go for the bullet punch, just in case he wants to go to Salazzle, because this doesn't have, I'll go for bullet punch here. Okay. I'll toxic. I think he's in a position to where he's not going, oh my god, now that sucks. Getting this toxic would have been so good, because now he can just go out to this, and it's just bad now. But I do have the Goo to answer this, but if I got this toxic, that would have been so good, because Scizor would have been able to beat his team from then on. Alright. The next time that this comes in, it's going to be very, very low. I'm pretty sure bullet punch is not going to be enough to knock it out, though. So, I could double switch here, because this is going to be pretty... This can take one hit from Sharpedo at this range, I think. So, I don't think he's going to stay in here. I'll be at, what, 70 minus 12? I'll be at 58 the next time that I come in. I think Sharpedo will be able to... But I have Scizor healthy, so... I'm predicting him to sack the Kartana here. But it's too risky to sack Kartana if he stays in here anyway. So I'm actually just going to go for the Dragon Pulse. I think he's going to go sack Kartana. But regardless, yep, he stays in. I don't think this was a good play on his part. That's the reason why I didn't switch, just in case he did stay in. Sacking Kartana, I think, was the best play there. But I still think he has a pretty good chance of winning this game. Scizor handles the Mimikyu pretty well, depending on how he plays it. I don't want to switch out here, so I'm just gonna go for the Dragon Pulse here. Goes for the Dragon Claw. Mamoswine. Does this just win? I'm not sure if this just wins against me. Alright, so he does sack Kartana there. That's pretty good. I think I do have to go for the Ice Shard the next time that the Garchomp comes in, though. This is solid, though. I get off a Toxic on anything now that the Salazzle is gone. And he doesn't have the Kartana to sack anymore because he just sacked the Kartana there. Nice. Hit him up with the Roost here, and I think this is the game. Even if the Mimikyu is a defensive variant with Will-O-Wisp, I don't need this to be healthy. Alright, so I think I can sack Garbodor here, because this is healthy enough to take on the Sharpedo, and Magnezone might be able to take a hit if it's not Earthquake on the Sharpedo as well. He goes for the Fire Fang. Let's see if he's choiced. Alright. Now he's in range of Bullet Punch if he switches out here. Alright, so he stays in. So he goes out to Sharpedo. I think I win with Scizor unless he flinches me with Waterfall on my Scizor. I don't need this Mamoswine anymore. So I am just going to go for the Ice Shard here. He doesn't need the speed boost, but he should just go for the Protect here just in case my Magnezone is Scarfed. Oh. Now Bullet Punch knocks him out because of the crit that I got, unfortunately for him. Unless he has Aqua Jet here, which is pretty rare on Sharpedo. Alright, so Necrozma is a very interesting Pokemon. It's not... I thought it was going to be amazing. Oh, he switches out. That means that Scizor 100% wins this game. So the Ice Shard did 14% there. That's 60 base power. And Earthquake has 150. So it's almost 3 times as strong. So it's going to do around... it's not going to kill. Right? 60 versus 150. Yeah, so that would do 42. It's not enough. So Icicle Spear is the only way that I'm going to be able to do enough damage to knock it out. But of course I hit only twice. Typical. Typical. I'm going to switch out here because there's no point in staying in. And here I will outspeed him, so I am just gonna go for the Thunderbolt. Okay, so he's very defensive, even though I max special attack. There's no way the Mimikyu can win this game because Scizor hard counters the Mimikyu. And I don't even think he can beat the Magnezone. Yeah, I'm just gonna Volt Switch here. If he Swords Dances, I can just go for the Volt Switch. Yeah. He has the red card, which is my favorite set for Mimikyu. Here I just go for the Ice Shard. Sharpedo is dead. Ah, shoot. He didn't want to take any damage, but yeah, Bullet Punch will be enough to knock out this Mimikyu, and Bullet Punch will have... He can't... Even if he flinches me with Sharpedo, he can't flinch me through Bullet Punch. And Bullet Punch is going to be at least a 2-hit KO, but I think it'll do 10% to Sharpedo. So there's no reason to U-turn here, just in case he does flinch me. So I'm just going to go for the Bullet Punch and ensure that I win this game. Alright. Oh shoot, that there also was the fact that the Ice Shard wasn't going to do as much damage to his Mega Sharpedo because it Mega Evolved. I'm also in a call on Discord. That would have been embarrassing because they would just see me talking to myself for no reason. Alright. This has Defog. I have a good answer to this. I think I'm just going to lead out. If I lead out with Greninja, I'm very vulnerable to the Araquanid. I'm very vulnerable to the Araquanid. I did decide to make my Garbodor faster than Tapu Fini so I can set up spikes and stuff. Toxic Spikes is not that good because the Gengar is grounded. We just, like, oh my god, Gengar got nerfed, but I can't set up Toxic Spikes against him because he has the Gengar. I'm just going to lead out with my Greninja here. Has a decent matchup against his entire team, and if he does have the Araquanid, I guess I can go out to Goodra. I don't know. It's going to do a lot of damage with the Leech, or not the Leech, the other thing. He leads out with Tapu Fini. I'm going to go for the U-turn and go out into my Garbodor so I can set up some spikes against him, which will be pretty good. He goes out to Scizor here, and it's Mega Scizor 99% of the time. So I'll just go out to this. Is Superpower even allowed? I don't think they can even carry Superpower. Maybe they can. I haven't even used Superpower in mine, so I don't know. I think it's a move tutor. Okay. Thunderbolt did 58, so does Volt Switch kill? Probably. 130 versus 110. Yeah, I think this will kill. And if it doesn't, I can get my pseudo Mega Evolution off with Greninja. So Mystery Train is up, and yeah, Scizor is pretty good against his team. Yeah. If he goes out to Tapu Fini, I'll just U-turn into Garbodor. I will not be able to outspeed it because I think I hit 197 speed. He does go out to this monster. I'm just going to go for the Toxic on this because this will be pretty difficult to take down regardless. Oh my god. That's the second miss. That's the second miss today, guys. Oh shoot, that did a lot more than I expected. Alright. So Power Whip is going to be neutral. Flamethrower is going to be resisted. Dragon Pulse means that he can go out to Tapu Fini, Tapu Lele. So here I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb as he goes out to Tapu Fini. That is really, really good for me. I should be able to take another hit, but I'm just going to go out to Garbodor here just so I can set up a spike so that the Araquanid is going to be a little bit more difficult. Easier to take down. If I go for Spike here, that's going to allow me to be able to beat his, or I don't have a switch in for Mamoswine. I thought Scizor was healthy. With spikes though, let's see here. With spikes, I can Water Shuriken down the Mamoswine. I think I'm gonna Toxic Spike here. I don't think I can afford to do that. Will he surf here? If I go Magnezone and he goes Mamoswine, that's still really, really bad. So I'll have to sack this, or I have to sack... I have to sack something against this. I'm gonna go for the Toxic Spikes here. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna Spike here. The reason why this is good, because now I can outspeed him, and now he has to default against me. I could have went for Sludge Bomb there, but I didn't want to go for Sludge Bomb against the... Alright. I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb here. This is Stab Sludge Bomb. It's gonna do the same amount, so that's pretty good. His Surf is not gonna do that much because, as you saw, yeah, he does go for the Mamoswine here. Do I sack Mag? Mag is very good against the Tapu Lele. And this is good for his Tapu Fini. Huh. I can't go Scizor because Scissor's gonna be 2-hit KO'd. Ah, that Toxic Miss was so brutal, because if I got the Toxic off, it would be at 50%, and I'd be able to kill it with anything. I suppose... No, I can't really do with that. If he... I think I have to go Mamoswine after he kills me here. Yeah, I'm gonna sack Mag. Because if I go Greninja... No, I'm gonna go Greninja here, and I'm gonna U-turn. Actually, wait, can I just Water Shuriken? I think I could just Water Shuriken, because if he goes out to Tapu Fini, I can just go back out into my Garbodor. Or even Mamoswine, because I think this is especially defensive. Or I can go to the Scizor and Roost. Scizor and Roost sounds pretty good. Because he doesn't really have a good answer to Scizor. The only thing he can do is Surf with this, which I don't think will kill me. Because he's very defensive. Alright, cool. If he liquidates here, he's going to kill himself. Against my Garbodor. And that doesn't really open up anything. Tapu Lele is going to be difficult to take down. Do I sack Udra here? Yeah, I think I just sack Udra here. This is healthy, so that's really, really good. Oh, he goes back onto Tapu Fini. If I go to the Garbodor here, then he can very easily just go out to Mamoswine and get another kill. But then I'll have Spikes up. And with Spikes up, Dark Pulse kills Gengar. He's going to be at 48%, so he switches in. I really want Toxic Spikes up. So the U-turn did, I think... No, I can switch in Scizor now. Against the Mamoswine. So I can just go for the Spikes here. If he goes out to Mamoswine, that's fine, because I can go to Scizor and Bullet Punch it. Yup. He can alternately go out to Tapu Lele on the Bullet Punch, which I guess I'll just U-turn here. He can also go onto Tapu Fini, but Tapu Fini's gonna die. Yep, he does go out to Tapu Lele, and this is pretty good because now I get off damage on this to where Greninja can knock it out with anything. But I'm gonna go Greninja here, and I'm gonna switch into Garbodor to see if he's choiced or not. Because if he's choiced, he would stay in a Moonblast, but he didn't. So that's really good. And I don't think he's gonna defog because I did go for the Sludge Bomb last time. So I could go Scizor here on the Mamoswine. And I can take a surf anyway, but I'm not going to be able to outspeed. Or I could go to Greninja. I'm going to go Greninja here, just in case. He does go for the defog. Wow. I guess he has a sash on his Pokemon here, and that's the reason why he did that play. But I don't know, man. I'm gonna double switch into Greninja again. Goes out to Gengar here. I actually don't outspeed this. And I probably died in one hit. I should have thought about this. I didn't think he was gonna go to Gengar. I guess Sludge Bomb is resisted. Do I die to any one hit? I don't know. What would he switch? He would switch in Tapu Fini against this. Let's see Water Shuriken. That does nothing. 7, 10, 13. I need Stealth Rock. I need hazards. I need hazards. And I still need to get a kill with Greninja so I can actually start dealing damage. Goes for Surf. I will outspeed. I'm gonna Spike here. Alright, sweet. Now I can go for Sludge Bomb. If he wants to go for the Defog, I'm gonna be able to get off damage on this. And now Greninja can knock it out. Nice. I'll just Spike here again. Because I know Mamoswine's gonna be able to outspeed. Oh shoot, how fast is my Mamoswine? Oh shoot. I don't know how much Bullet Punch is gonna do to this. I think I have to try to knock this out. Oh. I think this is fine. I can Spike here. He's going to Earthquake. I go into Greninja. I Water Shuriken. Probably knock this out. Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. That's really good. Yep. That is actually amazing. Do I Bullet Punch here? Because I don't know if Water Shuriken is going to be enough to knock this out. Guaranteed 100% of the time. Pokemon Showdown damage calc. I'm probably going to go out to Scizor. But if this can knock out Mamoswine, then I'm going to not do that. 252. Modest. Water Plate. Wave Incense. Is Wave Incense the same thing? Water Shuriken cannot knock it out in 3 hits. That's actually pathetic. How much did the Earthquake do last time to me? $35. This is fine. I still have the Gudra to sack against his Araquanid, and I can set up Stealth Rock again. Setting up Stealth Rock is going to be huge. I'm not sure if HP Fire knocks me out here. So I'm just going to sack Gudra. Right. I don't know why I'm calcing. It's probably gonna kill me. Modest HP Fire does 80 to 95. If he specs, it kills me. Yeah, if he specs, he kills me. And this kind of wins the game. So I'm gonna switch out to Goodra. He goes out to Gengar. This is really good. I can just go for the Dragon Pulse here. Sludge Bomb does not knock me out. He gets a crit too. That's fine. That's fine. I believe Greninja should win this game for me. I just need to transform. I just need to transform into Mega Greninja. I just need Mega Greninja right here. Ah, sick. Was that not even... He's definitely dead. The Gengar is definitely... The Gengar dies here. That was not a good play, TIQL. That was not a good play. Here I am going to go Mamoswine on the Araquanid. I think Earthquake should knock this out. Wait, it resists ground. So Stealth Rock kills both of his Pokemon. Stealth Rock kills both of his Pokemon, so he only has this left. So with Earthquake, he's not gonna heal that much here. Yup. And then Tapu Lele's dead. And he has to rely on that, but he's not gonna do that. Alright, cool. So this team is working out pretty well, but obviously you can see that there's weaknesses. It's really difficult to... I guess maybe I shouldn't outspeed Tapu Fini, but it really depends on the rest of his team. If he has solid poison resist, then I want to not outspeed it, but if he doesn't have poison resist, then I want to outspeed it. And in that case, he had a poison resist that really dealt a lot of damage to me. This is a Pinsir, and I need to set up Stealth Rock, because that's very, very important. He doesn't have a Magnezone, which is really good because he's using Tapu Lele. I'll lead out with Greninja here. He leads out with Mamoswine. I will just go for the... What's his water resist? I'm just going to go for the U-turn here. He probably won't stay in. He goes into Magearna. Steel Fairy. Steel Fairy. I could go Mag. I'm Assault Vest. Based on the U-turn damage. Actually, I can't even tell on the U-turn damage because Greninja doesn't. I don't have attack investment on my Greninja. I can go for Volt Switch into Goodra. Which is, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna Volt Switch into Goodra. Okay, that is very, very bulky. He has Aura Sphere. Steel Fairy. If I power up, if I Flamethrower, it's gonna be super effective. But the Volt Switch did no damage. I think I'm gonna go Scissor here. I don't think he's running HE Fire on this anyway. He has Volt Switch. What does he have to beat Scizor? I guess he has Garchomp. I don't really have much for Garchomp, to be honest. Oh, I can Toxic this. This is really good. The Garchomp is a huge problem, though. Goes for the U-turn. Yeah, he's probably gonna go out to Garchomp here. This team is actually very weak to Garchomp. But now, at this point, it's Assault Vest Magearna 100% based on the way that he switched around and the damage that I got from Volt Switch. So that's really, really good because he's Aura Sphere, Volt Switch. He didn't Volt Switch on my Mag, which is interesting. I'm going to switch out to Mamoswine here, and I'm going to try to get at my rocks. Oh, he crits me. Man. I need rocks though, but I don't outspeed anything on his team other than Magearna. I have to Ice Shard. That crit sucks because I would have been able to take another. I think. Wait, right? Okay, cool. I'm going to mag here because if he H3 fires, that's fine. And he doesn't have a... Oh my... That's so lucky. That is so lucky. If he sets up Stealth Rock here, that's fine. I can set up Toxic Flex. Kind of. If I go Garbodor, he goes out to Garchomp every time. If I go Greninja, he's going out to Magearna. I guess that's fine. I really want to get this thing on a Volt Switch. Please, 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 please. Yes! Yes! Now I can set up Stealth Rock. He's fearing the Earthquake, so he should go out into... What does he have for an Earthquake? That's so risky. You can Flare Cannon this. I'm gonna use this as bait to go out to Garbodor. So he's at -1 attack against my Garbodor. Alright, so now I'm gonna set up Toxic Spikes. And Scissor should be able to handle this. I poison the Mandibuzz, which is really, really good. The problem is the Pinsir, because I don't have Mamoswine anymore for the Ice Shard priority. I will outspeed Mandibuzz, so he defogs here. I just Toxic Strike again. Actually, I Sludge Bomb here because he's gonna Roost here. Ooh, that's very, very good. That is very, very good. I'm going to Goodra here. He has the Earthquake. If I Water Shuriken, it's not going to do enough. And I can't... Alright. I'll give you this. Alright, how do I beat this? I could have actually just Earthquaked this. I don't know why he let me Earthquake this. I guess he could have just sacked Tablet. I don't know. I'll go Mamoswine here. I don't want Scizor to take damage. He might just Fire Fang here though. So okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of risk here and go for the U-turn. Oh shoot. Am I dead? Okay, I think I lose. I think I lose to the Pinsir. Maybe I should have just went for the Earthquake straight up against the Tapu Lele. I mean the Magearna, but I felt like it was too, like he needed the Magearna. This has to have H3 Fire. I could easily win with Scizor if he doesn't have HP Fire. Because I can just Toxic the Pinsir. And I'll be able to just Bullet Punch down the Magearna once Psychic Terrain ends. I should be able to take any hit from Magearna. And the Mandibuzz is poisoned. I don't know why he didn't roost with the Mandibuzz. If he doesn't roost with the Mandibuzz, he can't take any hit from my Pokemon. Like, if I didn't set up Stealth Rock though, he wouldn't have went for Defog. He would have just pressured me, so in a sense, Stealth Rocking on the Magearna was not too bad, but I really thought he was gonna switch out into this or something. Even Pinsir wasn't even that bad of a play. Because it resists Earthquake. What? That kills? Alright, GG. I'll get one more. Like the one time he stayed in with Garchomp and then... I don't know, man. This looks disgusting. This shouldn't even be shiny. What is this? Alright, so... Is this team mono shiny? This isn't shiny, whatever. I'll just lead out with this. He leads out with Ninetales. Let's go for the U-turn. Very simple. He goes out to Tentacruel, and what do? I can go to Mamoswine. Or Mag. I can go Mag, yeah. Mag is actually huge. It's a huge problem to his team. Do I Thunderbolt or Volt Switch? I guess I Volt Switch because Hail is up. And if he goes, his resist to Electric is Guzzlord and Decidueye. And those are not good resists because both are vulnerable to my Mamoswine coming in. To an extent, because with Volt Switch, it's going to do decent amount of damage to the Decidueye, and then I can finish off the Decidueye with Ice Shard, possibly. But if he does go Decidueye, I can easily just go with Greninja as well. Unless it is Scarf, but I'll be able to tell if it's Scarfed or not based on the Hail damage. If Hail hits me first, then he's faster. Or if Hail hits me first, then I'm faster, I mean. Alright, so unfortunately for him, I have a really, really good matchup with the Volturn. And with Tentacruel gone, I can easily just win with Scizor. Mega Gourgeist. It's actually Scarf. What the heck? What is wrong with people, man? He's gonna go for a grass move, so I'll go Scizor. He actually is faster. He's Scarfed on his Decidueye. Wow. I don't want to go into my Garbodor because he can easily just go out into Tentacruel and spin away the hazards. I don't have a Ghost type on my team. I guess I have Zap Zipper on this. What can I do with this? Sludge Bomb? Nah. I just want to get the momentum off with my Scizor and go for U-turn. You can't really do too much to me. Alright. It's good to know that he's Scarf there, though. That was... His Hail actually helped me out. Not bad. So what can I do here? I think I just Volt Switch again. Because the Hail is up and he's not getting the leftovers. And if he stays in, then his Tentacruel is going to take a ton of damage to where Scizor is just going to be able to win the game with Bullet Punch. Probably. Probably. Or I can just overwhelm him with hazards because Tentacruel is his Rabbit Spinner on his team. So yeah, this is basically just overwhelm the Tentacruel, set up my hazards, or just try to set up my Scizor to where I get off as many U-turns and bullet punches as possible, and just win the game from there, chip away at his team. Because the Hail is not benefiting him at all. It not only did it help me see that his Decidueye was scarfed. It's dealing damage to the Tentacruel to where it's not healing. The Tentacruel could easily be at, what, 75? 81% right here. And 81% is pretty reasonable, but thanks to the hail, canceling out the leftovers or the black sludge, it's doing pretty good there. Alright, so I can go Mamoswine and I can click Ice Shard. Or I can go Garbodor. I think I want to go Mamoswine and Ice Shard. He needs to be max speed to outspeed my Greninja, so he has no bulk, so Ice Shard is 100% killing. And Scald does not kill my Mamoswine from his Tentacruel, so I can just Earthquake that. And the Monier cannot win because I have Bullet Punch on my Scizor. And Scizor just takes hits from Monier anyway. The only way that he can set up a sweep is with Psychic Surge into Monier, but that's going to be really, really difficult to set up because, like, he has to, yeah, it's just going to be really difficult to set up. I'm just going to Stealth Rock here. Oh. Ooh. Ah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and spin. Go ahead and spin and lose your Tentacruel. Does Dark Pulse knock it out at 24? If Volt Switch at 32, then no. The answer is no. If I go Mamoswine here, Scald's gonna do a lot, and if he gets the burn, then he'll probably be able to knock me out. So I'll go Goodra here and double back into Mag. Or I could just Dragon Pulse. I think I can just Dragon Pulse or Flamethrower. If I Flamethrower here, no, I think I have to go Dragon Pulse because I should be able to take a hit from Moonblast from Tapu Lele. I don't want to power up here. And the reason why I didn't go to something like Scizor or Greninja is because there's only one turn of Aurora Veil left. Okay. That's pretty good. I'm gonna power up here though. What? Why'd that do nothing? Alright, whatever. Oh, Aurora Veil is still up? Okay. I don't understand that play of going for Toxic Spikes because I have a Garbodor which kind of absorbs Toxic Spikes, so not bad there, not bad. Alright, so I can actually set up Toxic Spikes here. The Monier is not going to be a threat to me because, like I said, I have the Bullet Punch. I can Dragon Pulse here if he wants to go out to it now, but I think I'm just going to go for the Sludge Bomb here. I don't think he'll be able to knock me out with Blizzard. Oh, that does nothing though. Oh, Aurora Veil is still active. Okay. I'll sack this. Just so that my Garbodor doesn't take any damage coming in, so I can set up Toxic Spikes. Put a little bit more pressure on the Guzzlord. He does go out to Guzzlord here though. I'm switching to Garbodor here and setting out my Toxic Spikes. What is this? Devastating Drake. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna U-turn into Goodra. Actually, I don't know how much U-turn is actually gonna do. He's behind Aurora Veil. I might just lose to this. Nah, I'm Assault Vest on the Mag. It's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna sell Vest on the mag. I don't want to give him another boost. I am thick fat here though. I think I'm just gonna go to this. Yeah, that doesn't do too much damage. Let's go Spear here. This should knock him out. Ooh, I need 4. I only get 2. That is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. I need to switch forms so that I can outspeed the Tapu Lele. Because I EV'd this to outspeed in my other form. This is sick. This is sick. This is so cool. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this Greninja. Look at this shields down. Like this is like 3DS. This is like a 3DS battle right here. Alright, so he can't knock me out with anything. I think I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam, see how much damage it does. It doesn't do a whole lot. I think Water Shuriken should knock it out. This is 180. This is 18 times 2. Well, no, that's 180. This is 18 times 2, 36 times 2. No, 24 times 2 is 48, times 2 is 96. So 2 hits will do 24%. So I'm going to sack Goodra. Unfortunately. Because I don't think Water Shuriken will knock it out. Like I said, I'm not going to lose this Pokemon because I have Scizor. And he goes out to Tapu Lele. The only way he... Oh, shoot. What if he's... No. Yeah, it's fine. Yep. If he's Scarfed, then he can't outspeed Greninja. And if he's not Scarfed, then he can't beat Greninja. So, just Dark Pulse here. He's not Scarfed. And just Water Shuriken this down. Oh, yeah. Psychic Terrain, whatever. I got a little ahead of myself. Sure. I mean, Magnezone just walls, but I just gave him a free turn for nothing. Well, he can't do anything. This is defensive. Psychic Train's end, so I can just Bullet Punch here. Or just kills himself. So hope you guys enjoyed the Showdown Live. Leave a like if you did enjoy. And Jeopardy is going to be coming this weekend, I hope. This weekend I'm hoping that I can upload some Jeopardy. As well as the fact that another series that's come to my channel. I'm not going to spoil the name, but it's similar to Jeopardy. It's like another game show. And Joey, Gator, and Key are in this one, and Akamaru. Wait, no, Key's not in this one. It's Akamaru, Joey, and Gator. And then I'll have another one of that the next week. So I have two videos of that a new series, and then a Jeopardy. Hopefully this weekend, if I can get people ready to upload Jeopardy with me. I need contestants, okay? I need contestants, and it's hard to schedule everyone to be at the same time, especially because of time zones. But please leave a like. I appreciate that. I'll see you guys.